So it is a bit of a moment of truth. We've got all the lights in.
In this vlog series, I am transforming an old 3-story house into an eco home while living in my van conversion.
I've just come to the end of a bunch of half days where I did like electrics and didn't work too hard just to kind of let my body recover. And now I'm going to finish off the flooring up here in the hallway. It's a little bit awkward because the bit above the stairs is basically flat and level, and then it just changes angle abruptly. So I might have to put a butt joint, and if it opens, just put a little bit of the filler stuff in it. But I think that's going to work, probably the best solution. Yeah, so I'm going to finish flooring this, and then I'm going to do more electrics. I've wired up, all the plugs upstairs, they're all functioning, and then I'd like to kind of get the lighting rings done. So then I know that electrics up in this top half of the house is done. Got a box up there I need to wire up, but apart from that I think it's going to go quite well. And then after that I'm going to work on the bathroom and get the grouting going, and sort of push that, and I can build the shower, install the shower unit, shower doors and all that sort of thing. So yeah, just back to it. So right now I'm installing more lights. The aim is today to finish all the lighting and get it tested upstairs. Maybe not the stair light because I've got to figure that out, but so far we haven't had any major problems. And these lights are up down lights. So on one side of the room we've got 3 of these up down lights, and there'll be a hanging light in this corner. And on this side of the room we have these angled up lights, which should be quite nice. It's just a matter of just wiring them in. It's pretty easy, to be honest, and so far no problems, which is quite good. Just a bit fiddly, takes a little time, but if it all turns on, it's quite satisfying. So it is a bit of a moment of truth. We've got all the lights in. I've clicked the switch downstairs. And what do we have? Yeah, so well, it's really bright on the camera. It's not that bright in real life. So these are the lights along the roof. Gives a nice glow. And then on this side, we have the up-down lights. Yeah. Up-down lights are working. And then I put this one in the corner. I know this one works, I already tested it, because it's on when I plugged it in. And then we've got that sort of light in the corner of the room that I needed, like over a chair or something. It's pretty cool, I really like it. A lot of them are dimmers, so you can turn these down. That's kind of how they look actually, so it doesn't look quite as crazy. But yeah, that's cool. So today I am installing doors. This one I have done, and I'm going to do another one. I bought the doors basically in frame, and because of coronavirus I couldn't get the doors I wanted to, so I ended up having to get them custom made to fit the sizes that I was going to make anyway. And basically with the custom made frames you can kind of just put them in and screw them in, quite easy. There's a little gap at the top which will be covered and filled anyway with the edging strip. But other than that, I'm really happy with them. They're basically like, I've got like a 2 or 3 mil veneer, 3 mil veneer on like solid hardboard, so they're not solid wood, but the end result is quite nice. I'm quite happy with how they look, and they really do sort of match the floor. The other nice thing about getting these doors in is, apart from the skirting board in this room, and I obviously need to build a wardrobe, that's kind of more like cabinetry making sort of stuff, the room's basically finished. So apart from obviously like a build, like a crafty woodworking build, all of this other main stuff's done, which is really cool. So now this is the other door, or one of the other doors, and it's basically going to fit into the room, the second bedroom, or what will be the office, and it's not too bad too. So my game plan is get it in. For some reason, it's done to me not, like with these frames, not really wide enough, so I'm going to have to add some stuff on the outside. I'm just going to do it all on the inside, so the inside it should be smooth. Yeah, so that's a little bit annoying, but that's how it is. So just did a little adjustment on this one. So if this is more vertical upright, then you won't get the door. Because I felt it was staying here, but in the middle it was just starting to rotate, so I knew it was a little bit off. So basically I'm just gonna bang that screw again, put a higher one up. It's not going over my line. Now it just stays in any place, which means it should be the right balance. Now I just need to check it gonna work well. I've got a little bit of gap. When I did my solar panels, you may remember I had to cut off the edges of all of these brackets, so I have ended up with 98 of these bits of steel. That's so useful. When there's like a little dish in the floor, I've been putting some glue each side, putting the flooring on it, and I'll probably be able to use this as well here to make some solid spacers for this door frame. So useful. And then we'll have some like edging strips which kind of goes over it anyway, so it'll kind of hide all that. It's a bit tricky because this wall here is one of the ones I didn't replace. I mean, it's been insulated and stuff, but it's this old wall, and the end result is when I build off it, it's kind of like got some sort of irregular form, so it's just going to be something to kind of fiddle around with and tidy up. But you know, these are just little finishing touches to get the doors in. Feels like big progress, because then it turns it into a room. Pretty cool. And again, in this room, all there is to do, literally all there is to do, is skirting board, and the whole room's finished. So put the boxes on. It's not much. Pretty nice. Right now, I am laying the underfloor heating for the kitchen, so I'm just going to run it. I'm going to put a layer above it, just basically get it down and get it set, and then tomorrow when this is dry I'll tile over it, just because I want to tile to the back of the wall, and it's just going to be a bit messy if I'm kind of got this big area. It'd be nice to tile from one end all the way down without all of this stuff in the way. So I'm going to do this first, and then maybe tile some stuff behind the fire. So today I'm going to try and lay this kitchen floor. I've got to make it so it kind of brings it up to the height of my wood flooring. So it's going to be using quite a lot of tile cement. I'm guessing at least 6 bags. Yeah, it's quite a lot to fill. But yeah, then just slowly move along, try and get this sort of done, or even just do it in 2 days. Might be a bit easier at one end, so you can just get that done. Mix some more cement, it's half a bag, probably 2 tiles. tiles are done. That's this morning's work. Now I'm going to tile the back of the fire. You might be able to see in the light, it's like a sort of textured tile, just make it a little bit more interesting with a sort of semi-marble background on it. Yeah, basically this is going to go the same height as the fire, straight across. I'm going to start with the bottom row where I'm going to have to kind of cut them all down, and then yeah, just tile up, just get it done. I don't know if I'll do it all today, just because at some point the access would be harder, and I think it might be better almost to do the outside work, let that dry, and then get in there where you'll be like, yes, fighting for space. But the most important is obviously the outside bit where you can really see it looks really, really tidy, so I've got to start there. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. So yesterday I finished tiling this. A little bit of fun behind the pipes, a little bit tricky in there. Now it's all cleaned up, and the kitchen floor now is all cleaned up, looking nice. And basically now what I can do is start painting. I've done a little bit of extra finishing plastering with a solid plaster to fill some holes. But basically all of it can be plastered and other bits can be touched up afterwards, which means I can do the floor. When I do the floor, suddenly it looks like a house. So yeah, I can do that. So now the tile has been finished on the balcony, which means it's a really nice space. And I've also, what I've done, I bought some paint for the wall outside, but it's so yellow. It's impossible to tell what colour you buy when you get from the little colour swatches in the paint shop. It's literally impossible. It doesn't turn out anything like it. I literally took a piece of wall, matched the colour, and went sort of darker and a little bit more orange. I wanted like a richer colour on the walls, and the end result is, I don't know if you even see the colour difference on the camera, but this is super bright yellow and this is darker. Don't make sense. Anyway, so I'll go back to the paint shop, I'll buy more paint. Yeah, now I just have to accept it's a bit of a process where you have to spend like 30-40 euros on 1 litre sample things just to try and find out whether you want the paint or not. It's a real nuisance, I hate it. But if that's the game I've got to play, just got to play the game, get it done. Let's get painting.